Today we're going to be talking about Tophiachu. For those of you that have no knowledge of Tophiachu, I do have other videos on her. Feel free to check them out if you're interested. The links to those videos will be in my description. But for those of you that don't know, Tophia is a 31-year-old TikTok creator. She's been accused of refund scams on delivery apps, creepy behavior towards Asian men, and oversharing on live streams. She's also been accused of mistreating her pets and watching inappropriate teen content. And after a family tragedy, her fundraising drew more scrutiny, which in this video, I'll show the posts, streams, and receipts behind those claims and let you decide. One of the more major events that happened recently was that she was kicked out of a motel. For those of you that don't know, she used to live in a motel until she got kicked out, to which it forced the Tophiachu family to live out of their cars.
At least I'm living in a car, okay. At least I have the grip on life to go vroom vroom and go wherever life takes me, okay? I can go wherever this car takes me. You are always gonna stay stuck in life because you don't got anywhere to go. You be worried about me not having a house. Be stuck at home, okay? You don't got the wheels in life to not be stuck at home. You be stuck. I've got the means in life to just wherever I want to go, I can go. Oh, there's gonna be some people who are not gonna like this one. And I'm not gonna say nothing.
So yes, Tophiachu has the ability to vroom vroom anywhere and everywhere she wants. And the irony here really hurts my soul, because while she thinks she has the ability to do whatever she wants, which she does, she doesn't seem to be doing that. Actually, I take that back. She does seem to be doing what she wants, because if she was to do something that was actually beneficial to her life, she would get a real job. But instead, she's doing this TikTok career. And I am sorry to inform you watching this right now, you are just stuck. And you know, if you really want to get out there and vroom vroom, you're gonna have to readjust your life and everything in it, because apparently we're all doing it wrong and we need to be living like Tophia here. And it seems like Tophiachu really knows her worth, because she seems to be charging just the right amount of money in order for people to interview her. At the suitable price of just $5,000, you can interview Tophiachu.
I'm sorry, but 5K, I'll do a podcast for 5K, but and I don't want anyone being like, oh my god, that's too much. I bring the views, okay? People will watch that thing like crazy. So if I went on any podcast, it's 5K. I know how much to charge. I'm not a cheapskate, okay? If it was a large person that wanted to do like a YouTuber, trust me, the views they will get is crazy. I have to make money. This is a business, okay? I work for myself. I can't be doing stuff for free.
And also, while we're at it, since Tophiachu's living this amazing life, we should just go ahead and start taking health advice from her as well. I advise everybody out there to start drinking Sprite now if you feel sick.
I just have a bad cough. I drank some Sprite earlier, but I drank it all. I might have to pick some up if we stop, pick another bottle up if we stop at the gas station. Ginger ale. Well, Sprite's good for you, so that's why I drank that. I literally drank a Sprite earlier. Oh, frick. I might have to get another one, but I was slightly thinking of getting a Twisted Tea and trying that. Is Twisted Tea good, guys? That's what I want to know. Go to the ER? Is that what someone said? Oh, hell no. I'm not getting my arm poked. You must be out your mind. So no. I drank Sprite. Cause Sprite is for when you're sick. Well, not sick, but you know, it helps. And I ate chocolate earlier.
And yeah, I forgot to mention chocolate too, which, hey, I love that, because I love me some chocolate. So if somebody's going to tell me it's good for me while I'm sick, I think I'm going to take them up on that and just start eating more chocolate. I need every excuse in the book to eat more chocolate, okay? And that brings us to this video sponsor, Surfshark. If you use any type of Wi-Fi that's public, such as cafe Wi-Fi or maybe a McDonald's Wi-Fi, your data is exposed. So if you're ever in a public space such as an airport or a coffee shop, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I use Surfshark, a VPN, to encrypt everything so snoops and trackers get nothing. Tap once and I'm on a secure server with over 3,000 plus servers in 100 secure locations. All it takes is one account and you can use unlimited devices. You can also use it in ways such as trying to get better prices on hotel prices or plane tickets in different regions. This allows you to see better deals. And have you ever noticed on Netflix that there is different movies and shows depending on the region you're in? Well, using Surfshark, you can change your region and get access to those shows. With Surfshark, you get alerted for breach notifications and antivirus protection on all of your devices. They also have a 24/7 support, 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. Go to surfshark.com/Chaz or use code Chaz at the checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. The link will also be in the top of my description and pinned comment down below. Make sure you secure your connection today. Now let's get back to the video. February the 23rd, Tophia would blame her brother for everything that was going on. And it's no secret that Tophia has had issues with money, even though she talks about how she makes so much money from doing TikTok and talks down to people that aren't able to do TikTok for a living. Tophia would drag her brother's name through the dirt and blame him for the reason why they couldn't afford anything.
I'm the one that's been doing a fucking lot. I'm not out here buying a whole bunch of cars that let me just not say anything. Let me just not, because out of everyone else, I'm the one that's stuck having to pay. I can't even spend my money how I want to because I have to pay for the bills.
Yes, Tophia, welcome to the real world where you have to spend pretty much all the money that you make, unless you're lucky, on bills.
Even then, they wouldn't be able to survive without me. I had to pay money for a stupid tow. Not even a tow. It's a hitch thing that was rented from U-Haul so my brother could have his car put in there so it could get fixed. And that came out of the money that was supposed to go for the phone bill, but he said, I got it. I hope so. It's like me. It's like I'm a Bank of America. It's like I'm an ATM machine. I don't care. I'm not depending on you because, mister, I have to have all of these cars. I don't care about fucking car collections. It's fine and dandy for you to have this like comfortable life. You know, I want to have that comfortable life of just going to work and not having to worry someone's going to see me and then not call the job and harass me. I want that kind of life. I have to make money because I got to keep storage paid. He's thinking he's going to be able to pay all these bills. He can barely pay himself. He can't even pay storage. He wanted me to get another storage and was talking about how he was going to pay it.
I think the really frightening thing about all of this is how much Tophia thinks she knows, but then when you juxtapose it right next to how much she actually knows, it's not that much. And I think that's what really comes down to a lot of these locales, is that they just don't know. And a lot of us don't know. There's a lot I don't know. And I think the difference between me or somebody else out there versus Tophiachu is that Tophia doesn't want to know. She's stuck in dogma and thinks that what she knows is the correct way and there is no other way. In one instance, Tophia brags about making $20K over the span of 3 years. Now, when we break that down, that's just $6,000 a year. So essentially, she's making $3.20 an hour.
First of all, I made thousands of dollars and I don't have a college degree. Make that make sense. They tell you need a college degree to get a better paying job. I have a good paying job and I didn't need a college degree for that. I've already made over 20K plus, I believe, from the span of just like three or 4 years. Yeah, I've made loads of money. I have every right to be excited about making 20K over the span of 3 years. Because to me, which I said is probably about 20K, because I am so happy at the fact that I have this opportunity.
And of course, Tophia would have made so much more money if it wasn't for her critics. They caused her to lose millions of dollars.
Like, right, I will never understand anything, this social media stuff. Once I clear my name, no one's gonna care. I lost thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in money. Whoever spread those rumors about me, which the predator stuff, I'm taking you down and I'm garnishing your paychecks and I'm taking money from you because you took money from me. Like, I'm tired of living this life of not, like, of suffering because someone wanted to be hateful. Like,
yes, criticizing somebody is now being hateful. So let's not point out the things that people do wrong so they can keep doing the wrong things, because we don't want to hurt their feelings. And also, please make sure you share and comment down below and subscribe if you haven't, because it looks like she's going to be trying to take me down and I need all the support I can get. And once again, Tophia would begin her alleged scamming by trying the old Cash App didn't work.
I really hope no one falls for this, because it's so clearly just Tophia trying to scam and dry bag. She's done this before, where she claimed that people were sending her Cash Apps, but she wasn't receiving them. So she told them to send them again. I guarantee if you send it again, you're going to have sent her 2 payments. You're not going to get the first one back. So just be careful. Do not get scammed by this girl. And also, this is just Tophia trying to draw attention to her Cash App and her PayPal, because she's desperate. So she's really just dry begging too. But more than anything, she's trying to scam. If you sent her Cash Apps, don't send her another one. You're not going to receive your first one back.
Also, while all of this was going on, Tophiachu's brother was casually saying that he would put hands on his ex-girlfriend if he caught her.
Like I said, if I catch them when I catch them, I catch them when I catch them.
she's gonna cause herself to get beat up because she keeps running her fucking mouth and don't leave people alone.
I will tell you this, there's multiple people that want to beat her. And whatever they choose to do is whatever they choose to do. That's the least of my concerns at this point. If I catch her, I catch her. If I don't, that's fine. She can go share the video. Like referring back to the comments of everybody saying, oh, you said you were gonna jump, or you said this, you said that. It's on recording. And I'm not gonna sit there and say that I didn't say shit. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I didn't say shit, even though I said it. So I'll give you guys what you want and say, yes, I did say that. And yes, I did admit to it.
It was also around this time that it was alleged that Brother Chu was acting like a 16-year-old talking to a minor. Where a Snapchat message would be leaked where the conversation went like this. You want some more of these Hershey kisses? How old are you anyway? LOL, just wondering. 16, you? 15. Nice. Miss Hershey. LOL, dork. Is that in chocolate years? LOL, I don't know. Whatever. Don't whatever me. It would also be revealed that he was arrested at the beginning of the year for some traffic warrants. And Papa Chu would make a return to Twitter, posting, well, you know, random things and also some very concerning things, such as this random picture of a bunch of random assorted items on the desk and a picture of some random underwear that looked very disgusting, to say the least. And of course, with Tophiachu not making much money, she would somehow still find a way to make it to Comic-Con, where she would spend over $300. March 11th, 2025, a tragic event would happen where Tophia would upload a video in the early mornings of something terrible. Tophia's brother would be unalived and mother would be sent to the hospital in critical condition. Upon the event happening, Tophia got out of the car as the hijacker drove off, with Tophia's mom still in it. And then Tophia would upload this to Instagram. And also, I just want to say, trigger warning, this could be hard for some people to listen to, so please be aware of that. If you need to, skip ahead.
Hi guys, oh my god, my family was thinking of my brother. My brother's dead. Oh my god, my mom, he took the car. He stole the car and he got out. I said, get out, get out. And I didn't think my mom. Oh my god. My brother looked. Help me. Why? Why? Why did people on the internet? Oh my god. No. No. Why? I have nobody. Why did they do this? You guys, I don't know. My mom may be dead. I should have never left her in the car. I'm sorry. I freaked out because he was trying to take the car. My brother looked down.
It would be reported around 3:30 a.m. on March 11th. Officers would respond to a shooting. It was later learned that a violent carjacking had occurred. It turned deadly when the suspect crashed his Subaru inside a park, then ran through the park and attempted to steal a brightly colored car, which was occupied by a homeless TikToker named Tophiachu, her mother and her brother. The carjacker fatally shot her brother and critically wounded her mother, who was in the back seat of the car before taking off in the vehicle with the victim and shot mother still inside. About 10 minutes later, the man crashed into a Jeep across the street. The man and the driver of the Jeep got into a fight, which carried over into the apartment complex parking lot, to which a security guard intervened and shot the man. It would later be revealed that the suspect's name was Peter Garcia, who had quite a violent criminal record. Not too long after the incident happened, Tophia would release this video on Instagram.
Hey guys, I know I was advised not to post anything, but I want to keep you updated. From the article that I got, I'm still waiting to talk to detectives. I don't know if my mom or my brother are alive, but I'm not talking to anyone right now, only people that I really trust, so I'm sorry if I don't respond to you. I'm going through a lot. Please stay safe, guys. Tell your loved ones you love them. Hug them. You know, or my dad, because he won't take this kind. I don't know what's going on, but please stay safe. Take care of each other, please.
Soon a GoFundMe would be started by one of Donald's friends. The GoFundMe would read, "Our friend Donald was killed on the morning of March 11th. I hope this page can help provide a proper burial and some money for his sister and mom who have been without a home. His mother was shot and is still in the hospital. Prayers and donations are appreciated." Which, spoiler alert, there never was a proper burial. Would also post on Instagram saying, "Please help with the prayers and donations of the family of Donald Slidell. To my friend Donald, thank you for your friendship and always making it a point to chill for a little bit at every car event." And this GoFundMe would turn out to be a successful one, to which Tophiachu didn't seem to like that, as she would talk about telling people to not donate to these GoFundMes.
I do not want anyone to get scammed. Me and my family will be working on a GoFundMe if we need any other expenses. As for right now, please, please, please. Also, I do want to say, those of you who have sent money to Cash App, it is saying failed. So if you sent any money, please send money to my PayPal if it doesn't work.
And of course, the reason why she didn't want people to donate to these, well, yeah, getting scammed, that's a reasonable concern. But the main priority for her is that she needs to start her own GoFundMe and get the money herself.
As far as my personal GoFundMe link, I will share that too, and I will let you guys know when I make a GoFundMe link. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
And eventually this GoFundMe that she created would turn into something way worse than trying to provide help for the burial of her brother and help her mom and her with their living situation. No, it would turn into her just spending it on whatever she felt like spending it on.
Helping to put money together. And as you know, there's so much expenses. We're gonna have help with my mom's medical bills, and some of the funeral expenses. But you know, it's so much more. It's rebuilding, possibly getting a car, learning to drive, so I can take my mom. I don't even know. I'm just gonna wait on these ribs, finger licking. I want barbecue ribs, okay? I had practically almost everything. I was like, Burger King, I didn't really want a Big Mac from McDonald's. And, you know, I had like Taco Bell and fried chicken and Long John Silver's, the chicken plain. So I was like, it's about time I have some barbecue ribs.
And whenever Tophia was criticized for the way she was spending this money that was supposed to be used for her brother, she would say this.
He didn't deserve that. And for you to try to deter people, to have empathy and to help me and to say that I'm going to use my situation to profit and that I'm supposed to go get a job after I have trauma? What's wrong with you? Are you going to send kids that have trauma from school pewings back?
On top of spending all of her money on fast food, she could also be seen shopping at Ross. She would say in a video, and I quote, "It's hard with my depression to go out and get a job or shop," but she could be seen doing the exact thing she said she couldn't do, which was shopping. So it was pretty clear that she was seen out shopping with her depression, and even at the casino. And it was clear that she wasn't spending this money helping her mom or with her brother's burial. No, she was out shopping shopping. And the few times Tophia did visit her mom in the hospital, which wasn't that much, she was seen streaming when she was there, which reminds me a lot of the time when she was at the hospital because her mom was very sick and she was just in there making TikToks. A text would be revealed that explains what exactly happened to Tophia's mom, or Tophia says that she was shot through her face, where the bullet entered her nose and out her ear. But for some strange reason, Tophia didn't want her mom to be put into a nursing home where she could properly heal. No, she didn't want any money to be sent for that purpose. She'd rather have her mom recover in this car. Eventually, Papa Chu would be informed about what happened to Brother Chu.
Oh, his son? He doesn't know, right?
Why do you keep bringing up my dad's son?
His son was 27 to 1 in the Northeast. Like 3 hours ago.
What?
So,
My son what?
he doesn't know.
I don't say, oh, because if anything misfortunate happened to him, I'm bringing him back.
His son was 27 to 1. The mom was 20, so the son was 27 to 1. The mom and the daughter were 65. And then the offender was also got 27 to 1 by security, some type of way. So what had happened was, offender 27 to 1 his son, then stole a car. From my understanding, dragged the mother and the daughter in the car, fled, 45'd out somewhere else, and then got 27-aided by security somehow. That's from my understanding.
You don't understand shit. You don't even know you.
Mom's still good. Yeah. But, and then, wow, at that, he's...
Hey, how does it feel what I'm doing to you right now?
One commenter would say, I will say this directly contradicts her claim that she was the one who had told him Brother Chu died, which she asserted on Live Today, which if true would not be a surprise because Tophia is known for telling these type of lies. On 9/16/2025, Papa Chu would once again get arrested outside of Burger King for what seemed to be criminal trespassing and possession of inappropriate substances. Eventually it would be revealed that Tophia's brother was cremated, but this wasn't a choice that Tophia made. This was with the help of CVR. There would be a post made saying, "It's been confirmed, Donald Jr. was cremated by the state. He is not buried. There is no burial plot for him. The Slidells did not fund the cremation." And it was also alleged that the CVR allegedly gave Tophia the $6,000 directly, to which she allegedly didn't spend any of it on the preparation for Donald Jr.'s burial.
I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that it's normal for people on Reddit to contact the morgue with my brother's information, pretend to be his family, and then spread lies and misinformation on the internet about me scamming people out of a GoFundMe I don't have access to. I don't know how many times I have to scream or yell or, get it through people's heads. Maybe someone, I don't know, I need to scream in your ears. Some of you guys need to clean out your ears with Q-tips before you start running your mouth, because how am I scamming people out of a GoFundMe I don't have? Do you know that the GoFundMe is stuck in the process section? So let's talk about the money I spent at Ross and TJ Maxx's. People want to be in my business and pocket watch. I want to say FUCKEN, but I can't cuss because TikTok will take this down.
But instead of talking about it and defending herself, she criticizes a creator that was calling out Tophia for what she was doing with this money and criticizes her looks.
Let me tell you something. You want to be a victim so bad, I will let them know that you're a victim of eating too many Big Macs, okay? That's what you're a victim of. A victim of eating too many Big Macs. That double chin should say all that it needs to say. You want to sit here and tell me that I need to starve? Maybe you should start self. I am so sick and tired of people telling me that I'm supposed to. You know why they gave me a $500 Grubhub gift card? Because I was in a hotel room. I could cook, but I wanted to buy fast food because I was visiting my mom every day in the hospital and didn't have the energy to cook because people said so. And that I'm not supposed to use a gift card that was given to me. But okay, you wanted to bring up the fact that I'm scamming people by going to TJ Maxx and, Ross. Maybe I have family on my mom's side that gave us money to be able to afford and buy the things that we need. So maybe stop pocket watching people.
Shortly after this, Tophia would post her Instagram story saying, "Can someone send me $5 to Cash App to help pay my phone bill? Look, I know what people are going to say. I went shopping with cash, can't reload my card because I don't have my bank card. It's in evidence. I have to make important calls and get a hold of important people." And then a few days later, she could be spotted with a new pair of Jordans, raising concerns that were already raised even higher of what she was doing with this money. And speaking of family members on her side that she said that might have helped her, it's weird that she would say that considering what her alleged family members said in the TikTok comments. Eventually, Mama Chu's brother would come forward in some TikTok comments and have this to say: "We tried to contact you. We had people willing to help bury Donald, but you refused to call us back, so it's on you. They were put out of their grandma's house because their dad was ripping off my mother, and they had money for a place to live just because their dad chose to spend it on himself and not them. Don't blame everyone else. Also, we gave them a chance to stay there, and they chose to go with their mom and dad out to the streets, so that was their decision, and they're old enough to understand what was going on. She likes to play the victim when she's actually someone that takes advantage of everybody just to get as much free stuff as she can. She should be ashamed of herself." Another shameful thing about this is that she refuses to let us talk to her mother. We tried to call her because her mother doesn't have a phone. As far as we know, I tried her old phone number or sending her messages, and there is also no reply. I think her mother would have a whole different opinion. Tophia would respond to all of this by saying this:
"And I wanted to list a few things. I don't want help from a certain uncle saying like, oh, you didn't contact your uncle in order to help you. I'm not giving him updates because frankly, I'm pissed off. Like, you wait 2 days to respond to me to see how your sister's doing. That's crazy. Okay? There's a lot of things I could say. Like, most of my family wants nothing to do with it. So for you to tell me I'm supposed to accept help from someone that threw me in the streets when I was a little kid in elementary school, that's crazy. Me and my mom in the streets. He would go to my grandma's house every day and yell at her. I'm not trying to cause problems, but I'm not responding or giving updates for a reason, just like this other person. And I am going to address that too because this is going to end. I can only do up to a minute, so I will continue on the next story. Okay. So for the safety of my family, I don't know. And I really don't want to say certain mentions with that person said because I'm not going to blast them.
And it turns out the whole reason that Tophia really doesn't like her uncle is because he got the house and they didn't. But even when Tophia's mom and dad moved out, Tophia and her brother still had the opportunity to stay there. They didn't have to be homeless.
His name was not in the will to get that house. I want you to understand that he is not the person who is supposed to get the house. So why would I want to stay in a house that is not even his in the first place?
Tophia would post on her story saying that, "Use your common sense. I'm just getting this stuff from TikTok shop and requesting a free item. I'm not spending any money."
What are you doing with your life? My brother was just, and you think I'm just going to sit around and do nothing? No, I'm going to. If I want something and I don't have the money right now, which obviously I don't, because, you know, if we're waiting on the GoFundMe to bury my brother, obviously I'm going to say, oh, if I want an item, I can just go request it in the TikTok shop for free and get this free item. Duh. Like, I don't get it. Like, use your common sense. If you want to buy something like nails, go to the TikTok shop and request a free item. Don't buy your nails. Get a free sample and use it. Common sense. Will smarts. That's like what is it? That's like the show Extreme Couponers where they use coupons so extreme that they even get money back. They don't pay on groceries. It's being useful with your resources. And I will never understand why people in the comment section were so mad that I received a whole box of makeup for free and then tried to tell me that I bought it and it wasn't a free sample. Was you there when I requested the free sample? Like, you're so weird. Instead of being mad, you can click on it and request a free sample yourself. Maybe then you won't be so angry. And instead of paying for your items, maybe be resourceful and start requesting free samples so you don't have to pay for things. That's what I do. If I say, hey, I want a graphic t-shirt, but I can't afford it, let me request a free sample on the TikTok shop. If I want something, I'm not going to pay for it. I can get it for free.
Tophia's aunt would even come forward and have this to say: "I'm so ashamed of you, Tophia, for your lies about your uncle and the rest of the family. I know for a fact that the minute you messaged your uncle about his sister, he wanted to help. You are the one that kept your mother's family in the dark. You would not give any of your family information on your mother or where she was at. We tried finding your mom at every hospital in town. We were unable to find her due to the fact that it was an ongoing crime. You have kept your mother's family out of the loop. Bernice," which is Tophia's mom's name, "has so many family members who wanted to help. I guess it's all about you, Tofu. Grandma Gina would be so disgusted with you and your shenanigans." Tophia would go on to make this thirst trap post on her TikTok. It would read, "If y'all won, send for my birthday. My Cash App is $Tophiachu." The description to this would read, "No, I'm not asking for money." Let's go ahead and wrap your head around that. "I wish every day my brother was alive. I'll always grieve. I'll never stop grieving." So I'm not really sure what her brother has to do with any of this. She's asking for money but not asking for money on her birthday. It's kind of like she's trying to gain sympathy from people and make people feel bad for her. That way they send money. Locals in her area would leave comments saying, I live in the same city as her. She's always at the mall and I see her buying boba all the time. She's spending money on the wrong things. Eventually, Tophia would address the fact that she hasn't seen her mom in a long time, and she chalks this up to, oh, they haven't given me the paperwork in order to be able to see her, which I highly doubt that's the reason why, because it's not difficult to see somebody in the hospital.
We talk on the phone. The thing is where I'm at, they want you to fill out paperwork to visit, and they don't give me the paperwork, so I just talked to her on the phone.
Now, I'm not sure how it works with possible ongoing investigations. Maybe she does have to fill out paperwork, but even with that, she could fill out the paperwork. Like, what kind of excuse is, oh, they just won't give it to me? That makes no sense. And it doesn't take much for Tophia to feel like she's better than other people, because this alleged money that she was getting was definitely going to her head.
These people's comments my content because it says you should get better hygiene and STF, you will keep a job. Bold of you to talk about hygiene when it's giving hasn't washed the bed sheet since 2019. Clock that. How about that? You should get a dang job is what I hear. You work 40 hours a week and still can't afford a decent insult. Clock that. Let's address this commenter. You should pay your landlord. Worry about your own bills before you try budgeting my life, broke psychic. Clock that.
And lo and behold, when it was her brother's birthday, she didn't even mention his birthday on social media. No, instead she posted this where it says, yes, I did watch it. I'm grown. What are you going to do about it? And then said, happy belated birthday. But she didn't say this about her brother. No, she said this about Dylan Sprouse instead. And then when people called her out about this, she posted a sad TikTok video featuring her brother. And then she would say in a comment, y'all, he's not buried. He is in a urn. This was back when we had the service for him that was paid for by the city. I haven't gotten the GoFundMe yet. I'm still waiting. Because in that video she posted, it showed a casket insinuating that that was him buried in it. How are people supposed to know the difference? She would make a post saying GoFund is refunding everyone. I hope y'all are happy. And now my brother won't be buried. And now I'll have to figure out how to raise the money. I never spent a cent of that money. All I wanted was for my brother to be buried. Was this too hard to ask for compassion from others and to care? But that's too much to ask from people. And of course, Tophia is already planning her next trip to Comic-Con.
I'm just counting the days until it gets closer to Comic-Con to see us. I always look forward to Comic-Con. I'm gonna get money to go once my brother's buried, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, you wanna go to Comic-Con? Take some people.
And the thing is, if she did allegedly receive all this money and was spending it at Ross, TJ Maxx, and all of these places on makeup, on things she didn't need, fast food, then I fear that she may never actually bury her brother and will just keep milking it as long as she possibly can. And she'll come up with any excuse possible to let people know that she just can't afford certain things. For example, one person in the comments will say, not one fruit or vegetable because I can't afford that. But she can afford to get fast food, DoorDash, and all these other things, but can't afford a banana. In more recent news, there was rumors of Tophia starting another GoFundMe, to which this did happen, and you're going to be surprised at how much she needs. Tophia made a GoFundMe with the goal of $500,000. And of course, she's using the tragic events of Donald Slidell in hopes to garner more money. And then she would write what would most likely be written by ChatGPT, an emotional post in hopes that it will sway people to donate. And when people were asking her why she needs $500,000, she would say she needs to raise more money for than just the burial because she needs a place to live.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to get that GoFundMe started. You know what? I need to raise more money than just the burial because we need to get a place. And I got storage that I gotta pay, so I gotta make sure I keep up the storage, get rid of like storage payments. To fund my life, I'm expecting people to fund me a safe place to live so I don't get pew-pewed in the streets. I'm not trying to have people fund my life. I'm trying to people help me live. Just like they helped that homeless lady with the 2 kids get a house with no mortgage. Like, it's not about funding my life. It's about helping me to survive. Nobody's asking for anything.
Nobody's asking for anything except her, which is, you know, just measly $500,000 because she deserves it. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, Tophia lost her brother's death certificate, claiming that she couldn't get another one because it cost $300.
They asked for my mom's ID. They asked for my ID instead because they couldn't get the death certificate. I didn't have them.
because I thought someone stole them. I don't have $200, $300 lying around to order more death certificates because I don't have the money like that. I didn't have $200, $300 in time to literally give to them. So because of that, because of what happened, that's what happened. Because people reported, and then you're saying like, oh, you can't provide them any proof. Like, we're the beneficiaries who were supposed to get it, but I guess apparently people was not contacting us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All I know is they were getting harassed. That's all I know. We didn't get any help whatsoever. So yeah.
And if that doesn't show you where her priorities lie, I don't know what will, because how do you lose your brother's death certificate? Some people commenting would say it's literally $40. The fact that she's lying about something that you can Google is showing how dumb she actually thinks people are. But then Tophia would go on to say things like this on her story, saying, when someone calls me ungrateful or heartless, but my whole life I've always put others before me, but never got the same energy back. Which is ironic coming from Tophia, who barely saw her mother when she was in the hospital, blamed her brother for not being able to pay bills, and is willing to sacrifice everything around her because she will not get a job. From shopping to e-begging to going to casinos, Tophia always finds the time to be able to do something she enjoys, where she would be spotted at a concert where someone posted that they met Tophia. October 3rd, Tophia would go live from a public bathroom where she would brag about her success and how she's making money off people.
No, people watch me because they're giving me views. Actually, I have 1,200 people in my life. People are watching me and I'm making money off of them. What not to do in life? This is what you do in life. Okay? So continue. I don't care about the hate. You're making me money. I got this ad offer from Temu because of y'all. I've made a lot of money on social media because of the hate. The very same people that don't want me to have anything is literally boosting me on social media.
Sorry, Bobber. Just want to let you know that restrooms are going to be closing soon. If you'd like to use them, go and get your name on the waiting list.
Tophia is doing everything possible within her power to be able to manifest this money for the GoFundMe, where she's doing what she knows best, and that's manifestation. On her Instagram, she would post, "Karma is real. On October 11th, 2025, you will receive $75,000 out of nowhere. Send this lucky red horse to yourself." On one occasion, a nice person comes and gives Tophia some things, and you can just tell that Tophia is bothered by her wanting to conversate and just hang out. She gives off this vibe of entitlement and that she just wants the free stuff and leave me alone.
Thank you.
It's just that it was hot out here. I saw you and I was like, God, do you mind if I sit here?
Sure.
And I was like, maybe wait a cat. She wants company. My name's Pauline. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? I'm about to get out of work, so I'm doing pretty good too. You know?
Yeah.
You know, but it's a beautiful day.
It is.
So I guess it's not too too hot.
Not really.
It's like there's a little bit of shade right there in the other chair.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe the manifestation worked a little bit. Somebody brought her some free stuff, so that's pretty cool. And I will say that if she does get $500,000 because of the manifestation post, I think it's going to alter my reality and really make me take a different look at how manifestation works. Tophia would go on to make a video explaining how she needs donations for this GoFundMe and begging people basically to donate.
Okay, hey guys, I can't really see, but I made a video on Instagram. I did put up a GoFundMe. I did briefly talk about things on my Instagram. If you have not, please click the beacons link in my bio. Please share the GoFundMe. Tag this to as many celebrities, content creators that you can. I did say, like, I know my social media reputation is not good, but if you can, please help me and my mom bury my brother and help us attain a secure housing, stable housing. We are in the process of trying to raise the money to buy a house. So just as much as you make any other videos go viral, please help this one go viral, please. Tag anyone who could help. Click the beacons link in my bio.
Anybody who leaves negative comments will be blocked, will be deleted. Any negative comments will be blocked and deleted. It takes 2 seconds to be kind to someone. I know there are a lot of people who are wishing and hoping. I don't have stable housing. We are not in a safe place right now, and we would need to obtain a stable house and a place to live.
Regardless of people hoping that she doesn't have stable housing, I hope that nobody's out there is thinking that. I think that the main point is that people just want her to take action and quit being a victim and get out there and make this happen for herself and quit depending on other people to do it for her and feeling extremely entitled to the money that she didn't work for. She just wants other people to pay her for existing, basically.
And those who can't donate genuinely, I understand if you're struggling and going through something, but don't sit here and act like a 9-to-5 job is literally making you money when you can't even afford to donate to someone. That is so crazy to me that you sit here and you act, then you literally start complaining, crying, whining, talking about how you have no money. You can barely afford to pay your rent. You can barely afford to pay anything. But then you sit here and you act like you're better than me. Insane to me. That's insane. Imagine sitting here talking about someone, literally sitting here running your mouth.
And it would seem that Tophia's bad habits are coming back again, where she has been found to be allegedly stalking somebody. Tophia made a new friend in her area, and this friend got word that Tophia took an Uber to where she was staying and was asking the security guard a bunch of questions about her. The security guard told the friend about the interaction. The friend then confronted Tophia about it, and Tophia says she didn't do it and the security guard is lying. Now, I'm not sure why a security guard would just randomly lie about that, but this would send Tophia into a spiral where she would say on Instagram, "Nobody know what's it's like. The one person I thought cared about me told me get out of their life. I always have to be perfect. It too much. People pressure me. Expect me to be a Verity way. Push me. Sometimes I break." And then she would post more things like this on her Instagram. And so began what people would be calling sympathy baiting. And so allegedly what's going on here is she made a friend at the shelter, and then this friend caught wind of things that Tophia has been doing and told Tophia to get out of her life. And so Tophia would allegedly try to unalive herself by taking 7 Tylenol.
I took 7 Tylenol. And I don't feel good. I need help. I wanted to kill myself.
And this isn't the first time that she's tried something like this. 2 years ago, she tried it with Advil.
So hey guys, as you could tell, I look a little bit rough, but right before the cops came, I tried to take a bunch of Advil and end my life. I'm not in the greatest shape, and I'm sorry you guys. I don't know when I'll be live or when I'll be back. I just want to say trigger warning. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but thanks y'all for your support, for being kind, and for sticking with me. For those of you who are on the live, I'm sorry you had to hear that again, but this time I need to get out, and I don't know how, but yeah.
And the whole Tylenol situation would spark a lot of talk on the Tophiachu Reddit, where one person would say, coming on live to say you took 7 Tylenol because you wanted to, quote, go. No offense, but you're doing too much now. You took the pills and then decided, let me go live and cry and tell them I took said pills. Your sympathy is crazy work to me. If you really needed help and had those kind of thoughts, there are resources and phone lines you can call to get the help you need. As someone who's had those same thoughts before, and I'm pretty sure everyone every other person who has mentally didn't go on live just to tell them what they did and start crying for sympathy. I take that topic very seriously because that's not something to use as a tactic for donations, especially since so many people have lost their life to that as well. And yes, a lot of people do speculate that she's doing this because her GoFundMe as of 10/11/2025 is only raised $91 out of a goal of $500,000. So it could be that she is getting desperate and just trying anything she can think of. But I think both can be true at the same time. I think she does probably feel really bad realizing that nobody is there to help her, at the same time also losing her friend, causing her to crash out in the wrong way and try to seek sympathy in the wrong way when she should be trying to pick herself up and do something good, like going out there and getting a job. And to be honest, I really wish she would. I wish she would somehow just have a shift in the mind and just see that what she's doing isn't the right thing and realize that she can change her situation. She has the ability to do so. But unfortunately, I don't know if that day will ever come. And I just woke up and went to the Tophia Reddit, and today's the day I'm actually posting this video, but it was confirmed that Tophia baited on live. We called the cops, nothing was done. She was caught at Ross after, to which there was a picture taken of her at Ross. So I don't think she's ever going to change. Thank you for watching this far into the video. I appreciate you. Please make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this situation. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share the video too. And I'll see you in the next video.